Did you see all that blood that came out of his body? It was like, there is a God.
Charlie Kirk got shot and killed. How do you feel?
Happy. Goodbye.
Wow. Did you see that Charlie Kirk just got shot and killed?
That's good.
Wow. That's good. That's good that people are getting shot just off a political view? Good that people are dying in America?
Did you see that Charlie Kirk got shot and killed today?
Yes, I did.
How do you feel about that?
I don't really have any feelings about it.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you. This is another hard one because we're going to talk about Charlie Kirk and basically the psychopaths that are celebrating his murder, assassination. Anyway, I have Vikki here. Vikki, Voices with Vikki. Thanks for joining me. I do appreciate it a lot, Vikki.
Oh, thank you for having me. This is a terrible thing we have to even talk about. It's disgusting, but people need to know.
We have to
know what's going on.
They're acting. Anyways, Vikki found all of these for me because I've been so busy with the baby. But that being said, I'm like, when I'm putting them here, I'm just like, what? How? Also, before we went on air, I was asking you, how are these people liberal? How are what? This is not liberal. People who are actual liberal don't think like this.
No, it used to be like, okay, yeah, live and let live, but like anti-violence was
totally
in the liberal space. I don't think they know what they are. They don't know what the definition.
They're not liberal. So I really want to make that point. I want to say these are left-wing extremists. Okay, these are not, and they might identify as Democrats. It's just the same as identifying as trans. They're not, and I'm fucking disgusted and over it. So let's finish the rest of this horrifying. All the videos are going to freak you guys all out because they're horrifying.
Who are you?
Charlie Kirk got shot and killed today. We're just getting people's opinions. How do you feel about that?
Girl, someone had to do it. And that's how I feel at this point in time. But
Yeah, I appreciate your honesty. I truly do. So you said someone had to do it.
yes. Try not to get all pulled up into that, but he was a misogynist. He was a disgusting person with disgusting beliefs.
So if you had a magical wand, a magical button that you could press and keep him from being assassinated, would you press that?
No. I think things happen for a purpose. And if that's how his life was ended, then that's how it was ended. So.
Wait, things happen for a purpose, and that's a person in university. Yeah. You can see they're in university. What would be the purpose of that?
Well, the irony in what she's saying, Buck, is that look at what's happened. It's mobilized millions of people to spread his message further. That's right. What it's done. I mean, sadly, it's terrible. Right. And if I could press the button, I would press the button because I don't believe in violence. Oh, God.
Oh, this is so even farther than violence. This is insanity. It's psychotic. It's horrifying. It's assassination. Anyone who's celebrating this is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because they're just, nope, I don't care who you are, what, if you're, and also to anyone who thinks that they're my friend and in any way celebrating this, just lose my number. Lose it.
Yeah. No, this is not. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, and that's what I don't understand. If people are just totally desensitized, to death, like what?
No, it's young. It's also, remember, the shooter's 22. I keep saying that. They've been indoctrinated. These are left-wing extremists' belief system, and it's really infiltrated the young people. I think that person was talking to kids at university, which is even where they're getting indoctrinated. A lot of these young people are getting indoctrinated at the university. This next one you got here is really, oh, man, I swear to God, this is so sick. Here,
I made some stupid comments about Charlie Kirk on the day that he was shot. I said some things on Blue Sky and on Threads that I'm sorry, not sorry for, but I said them, and I deleted them when it was requested that I do so by my employer. And then today, on a weekend, I'm told that I am no longer employed at Microsoft.
Oh, well.
He's like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, trying to be all tough. And then he's getting all teary-eyed because he lost his job. And also he's on Blue Sky and Threads. Well, there you go.
Well, what did you think was going to happen? They keep using this argument that it's free speech, and I'm like, dude, you're
No.
telling people that you're okay with people
No.
being killed for their words.
No.
That's like automatic dismissal. That shows your employer that you're immoral and that you can't be trusted around other people. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's not freedom of speech. That's instigating hate and murder, and celebrating somebody's murder is not free speech. There are actual boundaries around free speech. Says that I can call you a weirdo because you are a weirdo, and there's the nose ring. A majority of these people, majority of them all have a nose ring. Oh my God, I had a nose ring 20 years ago. I'm so embarrassed.
what is with that? They all have them. It's like
It's
a secret
weird.
code. It's a part of the club or something.
No, it is.
Like,
It is. It's a secret code. It is. It's the woke. It's the woke extremist code. It actually is. I really believe 100%. It has, and that's why a lot of people. When I did a body piercing video, and they said they took their nose ring out. A lot of people took all their piercings out because they don't want to be associated with these. Okay, let's watch the crybaby a little bit more. Better watch what you say, crybaby.
After 6 years, building the diversity, equity, and inclusion department from scratch, I lose my job because one of you, some random person, reports my posts to my employer, goes out of their way to find out where I work, and takes my job, takes my security away from me for a thought, for an opinion. And you talk about freedom of speech like you care about it, and you're just going to take my money, my life, my food off my plate because I don't like Charlie Kirk? That's not okay. It is not okay to target me because I felt joy that day. I can't help how I feel. I felt joy. That's me. That's what I believe. That's what I think of him. I can't help that.
I speechless.
So I don't deserve a job?
No. Okay, you can go first on this one, because what?
Okay, well, I don't know if you caught that he said that he was building a DEI, something with DEI.
Yeah, he built it.
so-
Yeah, he built it from ground up. Yeah.
Yeah, so you built the DEI for Microsoft, and then you go out and say that you're expressing joy over murder.
That's
and
right.
You think that those two things don't collide, that they're not going to have a problem with that? Like, what? And then they're using this thing about free speech, and I really firmly believe they don't understand what it is, and they just
don't.
reach for it now because they've thrown themselves under the bus.
They got too comfortable. Vikki, they got too comfortable. That's what happens when you just get too comfortable in doing bullshit stuff, and you keep pushing the boundaries. You keep pushing and pushing until eventually, nope, sorry, you're going over the cliff now, buddy. Because these same people who are now mad because somebody reported them. Don't you remember about 5 years ago when everyone was getting reported by these people losing? Don't you remember losing their jobs? I got canceled. Don't buy Bucks products. Like, you guys actually brought this on. If you never, I said it. I said it was going to come back on all of you. But put that over here because I don't give a shit about that. What I care is you are celebrating a murder and assassination of somebody you never met. And you can hate him all you want, but you never met the dude. And you're all taking everything he said out of context. That other person said he was a misogynist. That dude fought for women's rights. What? Do they even know what misogyny is? What?
I mean, it's literally a playbook of different words, and they pick one and throw it at the wall and see what sticks. And it's the same words over and over. Another one that I'm hearing a lot lately is oppressor. And I
That's
talked
right.
about it on my channel and it made me so mad because I'm like, well, the ultimate price you pay for actually being oppressed is death. And where is Charlie Kirk right now? Not here. So
That's right.
how is he the oppressor in the end? Like,
Oh,
what are
because
you
he's
talking
white. Oh, he's white and he's a man and he's straight and and he's a Christian, or I think he was a Mormon, and blah blah blah. Like, what are you people talking about? They love to use all those words. That's the words of the left wing extremist cult. All of that stuff. They created this. And now, sorry, you can't go around talking. I don't care if you like Charlie Kirk or not. You can't do this. You cannot do this, and we will all expose you, okay? Because it's not okay. This next one you have is, this one actually, oh man, it was so hard for me to watch all this.
No one is actually laughing at Charlie Kirk dying. Not a single effing person is celebrating his death. Stop gaslighting us.
To the Charlie Kirk family. Did you see all that blood that came out of his body? I was like, whoa. There is a God.
Charlie Kirk was just shot at his campus in Utah. Why are you laughing? He is my friend.
But it's also understandable that people can gain joy from this because of the type of person he is and the type of things he say.
And all you motherfuckers think that he had a wife and kids, so what? So what? Legitimately though.
On the fact that a man got shot in front of his 2 kids, I don't care!
Nose ring.
It's well deserved. For him specifically getting killed, womp womp, he got what he deserved. He's a conservative. I don't care if it's ignorance or coming out of hatred from my heart. It's opinionated.
Do not come on here and be like, oh no, his poor family. I'm glad that bitch is rotting.
Do you support his death?
I do.
You support Charlie Kirk being killed?
Yes, I do.
On the day he died, you're here at a vigil for Charlie Kirk and you support his death?
Yep, sure do.
You support Charlie Kirk's shooter?
Sure do. He did all the favors. I would have killed him myself.
You would have killed him yourself.
Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck. Hey, ooh, ah.
You want to know why I'm so stoked? Go ahead and Google Charlie Kirk. Read the latest headlines and you'll see why I'm so.
My coworker was all in a tizzy because she gonna tell me that Charlie Kirk got shot, and I said, good. I'm glad he got shot. Hopefully he died.
Is it wrong if I say fuck his wife and his kids too? I don't give a fuck about any of them. I promise you I don't.
I am so sad for our country. I am so sad.
That one makes me want to cry. Some of those are they're so disgusting and evil and negative. Their worldview is so warped and demented. It's demented.
It is.
It's awful.
I'm not like super hardcore religious, but I'm starting to believe the devil exists. I'm not even kidding. I'm starting to believe these people are possessed by the devil.
I'm right there with you. I think there is an actual spiritual shift occurring around the world right now because of this.
Yes.
In a positive way, and I am going to follow that and hang on to that. I know which direction I'm going in, and it's not with these people. Sorry.
That just means you're a normal, actual person. That's actually what that means. Anyone who's against this, just so you all know, you're normal. Anyone who thinks this is okay, you are fucked up in the head. You're a psychopath. You have to, the thing that's sad, people can get sucked into an ideological space. That's what cults are. And I think a lot of these young people have been sucked into this idea that they can have this belief and it's okay for them to feel no feelings for somebody who got shot and killed because you didn't agree with what they were saying. I never in my history of activism back in the day for AIDS, we never thought we're going to go kill people. We never thought that. We thought, no, we've got to change people's minds. We've got to get them on board to say, just because gay men are getting this doesn't mean it's a gay thing. It's going to infiltrate into the rest of the world, which it did. But you understand what I'm saying? We weren't right. We weren't pulling out shotguns and wanting to kill everybody because they weren't listening to what we were trying to say. This is a new, horrifying, and a lot of these people are attached to the LGBTQIAPEEPEEPOOPOO community, by the way. And did you notice? Almost every single person had the nose ring.
It's weird. And you're right, this is a new thing. I would say that it started to really, grow maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then it just got more and more legs over time. And I've said this 20 times, since this happened, and I hate it so much. But now we really are at a turning point.
Yes.
Just like the name of his
Yes.
His foundation, his business.
That's
like,
right. No, we are
blowing my mind.
well.
It's blowing my mind.
I mean, he's not going to die without being noticed. It's bigger things are going to come from his death, and so sad that he's gone. But big things are going to come from it, and we're going to really see people's ethics and morals come to play here. And sorry, but what side are you on? It's not political, none of it. What side are you on? Are you on the side of morals, of integrity, of understanding society? Or are you in the morals of no morals, and you could give a shit if somebody got killed and hurt because you disagreed with, their whole mind would change if it was their mom and dad or their sister or their brother. They would never be acting this way. Never.
Course. I mean, and it was just, what was it, 2 weeks ago that thing with that trans shooter in Minnesota happened.
That's right.
And
that's right.
How quickly that's been brushed under the rug already because of what's going on now. I mean, it's just I am so, everything that's led up to this over the past few weeks, to me, it's like connected in some strange
it is.
way.
It is. It's the tipping point, the boiling point. People are sick and tired of all of this nonsense. And it's why I think us as people in, the trans and lesbian community can come together and talk about this and say, we don't want nothing to do with this. That a lot of people on my channel are super conservative, Christian. I think it's so amazing that they're willing to have a conversation with me, or even to subscribe to my channel and say, you know what, like, I don't agree with your lifestyle, but I really like to hear what you're saying, because we can change their minds, and we're not all like that. It's like saying all Christians are X, Y, and Z, or all Jews are this, or all, you know what I mean? It's not true. We're not all like that. It's the loud, right, minority of our disgusting community that indoctrinated all these young people.
Well, and and what's crazy is that, like I was just saying about that shooter in Minnesota, at that point, we were all sitting here saying, "Oh, we knew it. We knew this was going to happen." So we've been talking about this stuff and the violence or the potential for violence for a while, because we've seen the signs. And so, like, nobody could have predicted that this. Nobody like us could have predicted this. We never. We don't even want to imagine such a thing. But we've been talking about and throwing up the red flags with some of this community for a while. And
but the problem is that we're sort of like talking to our own people, and now that people are starting to see us more, it's going to infiltrate into the world where our voices were not necessarily getting in there, because all they saw were those crazy trannies, and they were like, stay away from me, you know what I mean? Or there are no crazy lesbians, really. It's all crazy. It's all crazy trans.
All the lesbians are a little crazy, but in a different way.
Yeah, well, that's different. But except for the trans lesbians who are dudes saying they're lesbians. Oh my God, that's other insanity. God, please let it end soon. Okay, check this out.
No, I'm fully religious too.
We know you don't respect your father.
Oh, I do, but Charlie Kirk is definitely not the morals I support or the religion I support, where you're taught to love your neighbor, not hate your neighbor.
Respect.
Yeah, love your neighbor.
So if you disagree,
One sec, to put this in context, this woman is painting over a Charlie Kirk memorial, which I can't imagine and understand why that's not called defaming? What's it called when you deface?
Defacing property. Yeah.
Isn't that defacing property? And how is a smug ass woman, right? And love your neighbor doesn't mean doesn't mean it's okay to shoot them because you disagree. That's what love your neighbor means. I disagree with my neighbor, but I'm not going to go and shoot them.
Well, and like the fact that she's putting this kind of negative energy into painting over this beautiful thing that somebody made.
That's
Who
right.
does stuff like that?
Sick people.
I can't even imagine doing something like that to someone else's property, let alone somebody's memorial. Even if I didn't like the person, like what does she think she's doing? All she's doing is make herself look like a fool.
Yeah, she doesn't care, and she's getting some Instagram hits, and also, I don't know what happened at the end of this. It's just her painting. I'll just stop here. But I just find it quite fascinating that she can do that. I was watching it going, wait a minute. How is she allowed to go and do that? I just what?
I thought I saw in this same one, and unless I'm mistaken, that eventually a cop walks up and confronts her.
That's
but I
the
don't know
one.
what happens.
But we don't know what happens. But the smugness of her just painting over it, and this, one of her weirdo little friends comes and does it too. You people are psycho. You're just embarrassing psychopaths. It's all going to come back. You watch. Me and you've been saying it for a long time. It's going to come back. What? Okay, so I have this one.
He lives as he dies, promoting violence. Record all you want.
Well, are you? No, look at this shit. Check it out. Look at this shit.
Fuck reactive bullshit. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Fuck Charlie.
I just can't with these smug ass people, like just kicking. That can't be. I guess it's legal. Really, like it just makes no sense to me. Who are your parents?
I mean, and to be honest with you, this is also a representation of some of the crap that Charlie put up with.
That's right.
The people that would come up to his setup or whatever, and they'd harass him and throw things at him and scream at him and do all sorts of things. And that's gonna happen, I guess, which is not okay.
It is. He doesn't care. Charlie doesn't care. Charlie does not care about that. I would watch him. He's so slick and awesome in his debates. He's like, you're losing. Because they would be like, and he was like, oh, you lost the debate. Because that's how you lose a debate. You lose your temper and you go off the deep end. And that's why he always win. So on some level, these people are lost. They lost. They know it. They're still losing. They're losing every day that they do stuff like this. They're losing more and more of their ground. More and more people are leaving that side, waking up and seeing how insane these people are. I don't know how you feel about Antifa, but I don't like Antifa. And I think Antifa is a terrorist group. And I think it was today, I might have seen it on the news, that President Trump just declared it an actual terrorist group, which I was like, finally. They're horrifying people. They're like these kind of people.
Didn't you have somebody on your show probably a year or two ago that was in Antifa and telling you the inside scoop on what's really going on there?
I did. And to anyone watching this, you can go and find it. It's in there. I actually interviewed an ex-Antifa member, and he's saying it's an actual terrorist cult group, and they're completely insane. They're not doing any. Look, no, I don't care. Create a group that you're against whatever X, Y, and Z. Go right ahead. That is the freedom of. But you cannot be what Antifa is, and they are a terror. They throw fire bombs that they did to Portland and Seattle and scare people to death and beat people up. They're doing all of that kind of stuff. That is not a group. That is an actual terror. They're anti-American. They're literally anti-America.
Yep.
So that to me is a terrorist group. We cannot have those kind of people in our country. So here, let me bring this one up right here. So yeah, the fact that you would just go kick over a memorial, you're just a pathetic loser who needs some kind of, they just need attention.
Well, it's like you said, I'm starting to think that, people really are just demons.
I think they're possessed.
It's like,
possessed.
What?
Yeah, they're possessed. They actually are. I do think that they are actually really violent people. And as much as people don't like conservative or Republicans, I mean, I remember when all this shit was coming down and liberal was in office and it was the Democrats. They never, everybody will go back to January 6th, but I also I actually interviewed a dude from January 6th who went there. He said there were two sides of stuff going on. On one side, it was much more peaceful. On the other side, it was much more hectic and crazy. And if you've ever been in a crowd of people who are riled up, it's literally like, what do they call it when you have a crowd of people and you get kind of sucked into this energy? That's what happens at concerts, or it's like this herd mentality, and it just
exactly.
That's what happened. But nobody. So you can keep using January 6th, but what else? What else is? I see more violence from these left-wing extremists than I ever have from the conservative sort of right space when liberals and Democrats were in office. In my opinion,
Well,
as a former Democrat.
And they're lying about, well, this guy that they arrested, they lied at first and said that he was a Republican. I'm like, why
That's right.
would a MAGA supporter shoot Charlie Kirk?
No.
Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, come
No.
on. And then they've moved on to making him sort of romanticizing this whole thing with him and the boyfriend or whatever it was. And
God,
it's just,
so
it's
gross.
insane. And that's another conversation for another day, but it's like, wow. They just don't stop. They
Oh
don't
no, they're
stop.
always moving the goalposts. That's their MO. Their MO is moving the goalposts and like making it this way and that way and in and out and out. Nope. Dude who shot and killed and murdered and assassinated Charlie Kirk has a transgender girlfriend.
Yep.
So what are you going to say about that? We all knew it. We all knew trans was going to be somehow associated to this BS. Psycho. Effing psycho chick. You know what I like is the fact that all their faces are on the internet.
Doing things like that.
God,
I
they're
mean,
sick. They are so
what
sick.
like they're singing like it goes beyond disrespect for Charlie Kirk. It's disrespect to our veterans. It's disrespect to
Yep.
all the hardworking
Yep.
people in society that
Yep.
would never do something like this. And she's singing "God Bless America" while filming the TV that he died. I mean, what is, people need to check their soul.
They don't understand what we have in this country. These are the people who are, that word privileged I hate, but these are the privileged people who get to say these. Go live in another country. Go try it. I dare you. I dare you to go try and say that in any other country. They will snatch you up and put you in jail. So we are lucky to live in a country that we can say and do these kinds of things. But that point is that you just shouldn't be doing these kind of things. It's not what America is built on. Okay. America is built on debate, different sides. That's why we have different parties. That's why we're supposed to, different political parties, political beliefs. We're supposed to have those things. It's how this country is supposed to function that way. But now it's getting so extremist. It's actually insane to me that we're letting people get away with speaking about somebody and their death this way. It really makes me sad
like,
about.
In my opinion, Buck, it's like, the old saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
That's right.
And,
Yep.
and I'm like,
Yep.
So in my opinion,
Yep.
if you didn't like him and you don't really care if he's here or not,
Yep.
just keep your mouth shut. It's not
That's
your
right.
time to speak, like.
But that was back in the day when, you actually had somebody maybe giving you discipline. I feel like a lot of these young people didn't have a discipline in their life and they're spoiled brats. And COVID actually screwed up everybody, especially young people. And it really gave them it did. I think a lot of the kids got indoctrinated online during COVID. And now this is the seeping over of it all, and it's hitting such a level now that we better pull back and we better start to make a little bit more hardcore laws, and people should not be able to do this. I don't believe people. This is not freedom of speech. This is not. Nope. It's instigating hate, and so what's going to happen, because all these people are so twisted in their brain, is now they're going to see how this person is sort of like a hero in this particular community, whatever these people are. You don't think another person will try to take somebody out now, getting the same kind of praise? This is why it's sick, and you can't praise these kind of people.
No. And to me, I think that the voices of us and all the people that have come out in opposition to this are totally mobilized to do more and do better and spread the word and talk to people and continue civil discourse the way Charlie Kirk would have wanted.
That's exactly right, friend. So with that, everybody, You know, I just want to say my heart is still broken. I feel so sad, not only for Charlie Kirk's family and all of that, but I feel sad for our country. And I feel really sad that we've gotten to this really toxic, disgusting, just people have no sense of reality, it feels like to me. And I hope, if anything, that we can start to change and focus back on these young people and getting them back into a space of understanding how awesome debate is, how awesome it is to disagree with somebody, but you can't hurt people because you disagree, and you can't be fearful of that. I think they've made young people fearful of having a different opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great observation, Bach. Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks, Vikki. I so always appreciate you and your friendship
Absolutely,
and all that.
thank you.
And yeah, right on. I'll put Vicki's all her stuff if you can support her as well. She's also a voice and trying to bring back some sense of reality for all of us, not just the LGBT community, but for all of us. And you know, we're not just LGBT people. We're also people who coexist with you out there. And so we want to coexist with you in a very healthy, positive way. So thanks everybody for watching today. I really appreciate you all supporting the channel. It means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.